Well, good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning. It's great to be here in the Lyric Theater. I want to welcome council members James Brown and Bill Farmer, and Donald Mason, Executive Director of the Lyric Theater and Cultural Arts Center, and Michael Jonathan with Woodsongs Old Time Radio Hour. Let's give them a big thanks for being here with us. And I want to especially recognize the stars of the routine show, the regular show, and that's the volunteers. Thank you all for being here. We're here this morning to announce that the Woodsongs Old Time Radio Hour will continue its partnership with the Lyric Theater. The Lyric was a gathering place, as you all know, for the residents of Lexington's East End for nearly 2 decades before it closed in 1963. And after years of neglect, our city recognized its value, thanks to the work of a group of dedicated citizens who never gave up on the Lyric. Today, this cultural icon has been restored and is now a community and history and education center. The Lyric hosts a variety of events. The Lyric hosts a variety of events that bring music and art and film and education to the East End. And one of those events is the Woodsongs Old Time Radio Hour. For nearly 5 years now, audiences have been gathering here on Monday nights for what's become one of Lexington's favorite traditions. And now with the contract we're going to sign today, Michael Jonathan and the Woodsongs team, all the volunteers and the cast will continue to make music right here on this stage and carry the images and sounds of Lexington to audiences around the globe. Amen. We want to thank the community and the neighbors of the Lyric, the board of directors, and the board chair and 1st District Council Member James Brown for their hard work. I want to start with James and ask James to tell us more about the progress that the Lyric has made. James?
Thank you, Mayor.
Yes, sir.
I'm 1st District Councilman James Brown, and it's my pleasure to be here this morning with the mayor, fellow council member, the Lyric team, and the Woodsongs team as we extend this contract or this partnership. The Lyric Theater is a special place in our community. It is home to a lot of great programming, like the summer movies now called the Black Lens movie series, the Feed the Soul events, and the annual Kwanzaa celebration. Since the Lyric's rebirth, it has been a premier downtown venue. This legendary East End landmark has provided opportunity for hundreds of local and nationally recognized artists to showcase their talents. And one of our partners that have continued to make this possible is Woodsongs. So extending this partnership will continue to put the Lyric and our community on a national and international stage for years to come. Thank you.
Well, next I want to introduce Donald Mason. And Donald has done a really outstanding job of managing and leading the day-to-day operations of the Lyric. His dedication to this place is evident, so evident in all the great work that's done here. Donald?
Thank you very much, Mayor Gray and Councilmember Brown and Farmer, of course, Michael Jonathan. We are so glad to extend this partnership. We are a great venue here, and Woodsongs combined with the team at the Lyric Theater make magic happen every Monday night. A couple of highlighted shows that really stand out to me have been Sweet Honey in the Rock and Bobby Rush, bringing those legendary groups here to the Lyric Theater, as well as some contemporaries like El King and Jewel, all the way up to a 19-piece band, the Pink Martini, which when I was on this crew, I worked that show, and it was a great show. Wanted to just say thank you so much for all the support on both sides. We just look so forward to this, as well as we continue to build our programming, such as Good Blues Tonight next weekend, and of course, as James alluded to, the Black Lens film series and educational programming this summer too. So again, thank you so much, and we look forward to 5 more years of Woodsongs Old Time Radio Hour here every Monday night.
Thanks, Donald. Thanks so much, Donald. Councilmember Bill Farmer was one of the architects of the original agreement with Woodsongs and the Lyric. Bill, can you tell us more about that?
Sure.
Going
Yes.
back a few years.
Glad to,
Yes,
Mayor.
sir.
Glad to,
All
Mayor.
right.
Thank you very much. The mayor loves to crowd the winner's circle, and no better time than Derby and Oaks weekend to do that.
There we go.
Woodsongs has meant so much to Lexington, starting at the Kentucky and before that. But the opportunity to weave the great history and continue the great history of the Lyric Theater with the success of Woodsongs and Troubadour, too, was something that at the time Councilmember Ed Lane and myself could not pass up and wanted to help foster in any way we could. And, you know, sometimes you do little things and they turn out to be great big, and this is one of those times. Because the brand of Woodsongs and the genius of Michael to do all of these things without having an aneurysm, which is one of his bylines, it continues to amaze and continues to rebrand the Lyric, this part of Lexington, and us to the entire world. And Donald is consummate in what he does, and he is a great person for this job, and Councilmember Brown is the chair. The genius of Michael, but beyond all that, if we didn't have a mayor who could set a collaborative tone to make things happen in Lexington, we wouldn't be here. So I need to say something about that too, because he is a steady hand and a great leader for us. And in many ways, we all wouldn't be here if he weren't doing the great job. So I'm glad to be part of this and its continuing success and history making at the Lyric. Mayor, thank you.
Councilmember Farmer, thank you. Thank you for your leadership. And now, I am so proud to introduce Michael Jonathan. And if everybody here knows that Michael has invited, really, the world, as Bill just said, the world to Lexington through Woodsongs. He's taken Lexington, really, around the world. I see some tears even in the back of the audience, in the back of the crowd there. So Michael, you have plenty to share with us today, and thank you so much for all you have done. Thank you. Yes, sir.
Thank you. I have to echo Councilman Farmer and Councilman Brown. It is a wonderful thing to have a mayor that has an artistic vision, not just a left-brain vision of their community. And I don't think that Lexington can be compared to most other cities in the country where they have a mayor taking the lead that wants the quality of life to be as important as the livelihood of a community. I'm going to quote John Lennon. This is a music show and a music event. John Lennon said that a dream that you dream alone is just a dream, but a dream that you dream together becomes reality. And none of this becomes reality if not for the community that puts Woodsongs on. It is all volunteer run, and I want to give you some facts about what this amazing Woodsongs crew has built. Woodsongs airs on 515 radio stations every single week from Australia to Boston to Dublin, Ireland. It airs worldwide twice every weekend on American Forces Radio Network. It puts the show on the radio in 173 nations around the world twice every weekend, and it has worked out so well for American Forces Radio that not only are we on their main channel, The Voice, but they've added us now to a second radio channel that they broadcast in 173 nations. There's always 5 cameras in the room, and because of KET's partnership with us, Woodsongs airs in about 96 million homes across the United States on public television as a weekly TV series. This is from San Diego to Vermont. Beginning in July, Woodsongs will begin carriage on a national television network called the RFD TV channel. This is available in another 60 million homes across the country, and it's going to give Woodsongs something that we don't have right now, which is a fixed national time slot. Nationwide, the same time. When you put all of those audiences together, the Woodsongs crew has created, with no financial transactions going on, a broadcast with an audience bigger than the Grand Ole Opry and Austin City Limits combined. And that is what's going to be. Isn't that wonderful? Lexington did that. I didn't do it. Lexington did that. And that is going to be an amazing thing for downtown Lexington, for the Lyric Theater, for this part of town, for our community, for Central Community and the state as a whole, as all of these different parts of the Woodsongs engine begin firing. So we could not be prouder to be part of the history of the Lyric Theater, the history of Lexington, Kentucky, the passion of a wonderful mayor. This is the grandest lady that we could be doing this show in, and we could not be happier to be continuing the partnership with the Lyric Theater. So thank you, everybody, especially Mayor Gray. Thank you.
Okay, what we've all been waiting for is the signing ceremony now. And I'm going to ask Donald and Michael, we're going to move right over here, and we've got some documents to sign.
Are we good?
This is official.
All right.
This is great.
Thanks, everybody.